On second down now. Swift, and able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Taken down at the 41. A 2-yard pickup. Makes it 3rd and 8.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Hey, bravo! We got 25 to Mike. Hey, keep it. Hey, keep trying.
Now back to throw. And that will be incomplete. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, able to break that one up. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Now this is fielded in the end zone. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Giants. That is something you almost never see. A punt return better than 100 yards from one end zone to the other, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
Well, you know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be?
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Looking to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
91. Come on out here. Come get some. Come get some.
On second down, Pryor, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be third down. Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. And this offense back to needing 10 yards after the false start. 3rd and 10. Here's Jones operating from the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Strong safety Landon Collins, the one who got a hand in there, knocked it away.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Here's more on the return. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. The officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Jones. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. No surprise this offense would be able to convert. They're currently 2nd in the league in first downs, and they pick up 1 here.
Yeah, not a stat that we talk about a heck of a lot, but it's a vital one. And in this case, it's really vital because what does it do? Keeps their defense.
And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Tyreek Hill, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
It's been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
It's a game of 5. Brings up 3rd and 13.
Go. Launch 49. You go, night. Echo. Ready, go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Tressway now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He's going to air one out. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Jones from the gun, he'll throw. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that one will skip out of bounds as the linesman will mark this thing right at the 15-yard line.
At their own 15-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. 85 yards as they are now on the board here in the first half. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They've done nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be fielded at the 6. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. It's a kickoff return of 94 yards. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Rosas good with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now you're coming back out. Now they've established this run game. The play-action pass could very well be open.
He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
At 25 to Mike. We're going 25 to Mike.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. 25 yards to pick up there and also a first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10, right at the 40. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. 50, Lance, pick your game up. Scene 6. Let's go.
Going to give this time to the tailback. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 24-yard line.
Delta.
Now a handoff here to his running back. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. He'll look to throw. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at their 49-yard line.
Blue dog Corker. Charlie. Jackrabbit.
Here's 2nd and 8. That's into the hands of Reynolds. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
This quarterback now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one going the wrong direction. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
The Redskins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. They'll set up to throw. He's going to look deep for more. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. From the gun, Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Jones. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on third down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on third downs all year long. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Throwing Jones. He's going to launch this thing, and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Tyreek Hill. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Rosas now to add the PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Aaron Donald, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw, and that is incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try to add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll try the left side. Pryor. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Ready, break. 56. Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot.
They go play action here on first down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, second and goal. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. From the 2 now, second and goal. Second and 2. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Tyreek Hill. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Rosas to add the extra point. Busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you...
And now nothing but green ahead of him. Past the 20. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season as his guys continue to pour it on. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be stopped just shy of the 25 with a penalty marker down. Here's the call. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On play action, they'll throw. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run the counter. Pryor, they're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
It's going to be a long day. Ready?
Jones now. Throwing on 3rd and long. It's Hill, complete. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you...
And it's a fumble. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. Room here to run. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Rosas now to add the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Giants 49, Redskins 10.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Slings this deep from McLaurin, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary can really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Airing it out deep for Smith. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 11. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Jones off the play fake. That's complete to John Ross. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Jones throwing again. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 24 yards.
We go! 60 Pittsburgh. I got you, boy. Let's go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They'll keep it on the ground. Pryor, and he is in. Touchdown, Giants. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Rosas to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Giants 56, Redskins 10. To kick off for the Giants.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Back to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
3 down, 3 down.
They're going to try and throw. And this is caught. He hits more. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script. From 4th down to 1st. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Alpha. 3 down, 3 down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. second down a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. Back now at FedEx Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. The Redskins on 3rd down. Just one conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This time it's 3rd and 3.
3 down. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Check hot route. Hot foxtrot. Ready, go.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
He's moving, boys, he's moving.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 10. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or 2 shy of midfield.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They'll keep it on the ground. Pryor. 20! And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 33 and a first.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. And he'll give it here to his running back. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The Giants on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Jones. He sets to fire. It's caught inside the 25. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton with touchdown number 12 on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Rosas good with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end. Zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Protein spill. Let's go.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nowhere to go. Here, he lost the football.
An 8-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd down.
The Redskins on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. They'll set up a throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off right around the 43. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Walters, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. The Giants on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Rosas now to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
72. Redskins 10.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They run a draw here on second down. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Five in the secondary now for the Giants here on third. They'll look to throw. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Ross on the return. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
On the ready.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
Okay, ready? 50 seconds to Mike. Watch the curl. Watch the curls. Ready, ready.
And they take a knee.
It's a loss of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking.